What is up, everybody? Welcome back. My name is Clay Frost. Today I want to talk about why you should give 100%. Now, to kind of lay the foundation work here, growing up I was a humongous fan of the quote by Marianne Williamson that says, "Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate, our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure." And I love it. I would quote it all the time. I'd have it up in my room, on my wall. And I've come to realize that it's a little bit BS. It's not true. As I've worked with athletes at all levels, as I've helped teams and organizations, I've realized that the deepest fear that a lot of people have, like the majority of people I've ever worked with, is that they are inadequate. They look back at all the time, all the years and years and years they've spent perfecting and trying to develop the skills. They realize, I still might not be enough. I still might be inadequate at this. And that is a really, really hard thing to face, especially after years on years on years on years of training. And that is what holds people back. That fear is what stops people from giving 100%. Because if you don't give 100%, you will always have the excuse later in the future. You'll say, I could have done it. If I didn't get injured, if I didn't do this, if I just would have given 100%, I could have been there. Well, guess what? You weren't. You were inadequate. You weren't good enough. And that's the fear. And that's the reality that so many people are afraid to face. And it's terrifying. I've been there. I was recently training on the international level with Greco-Roman, and I had to come face to face with that. Am I good enough? Or am I just inadequate? Is it just too little too late? Or can I make it? And that was, that is crazy for people to have to come to that realization, to think, I might not be good enough. But guess what? Here's where the message of hope comes in. You know what? Sometimes you're not. But what does that mean? That means at least you know where you are, and you should have a good idea. If you give 100% at every chance, you have an idea of where your baseline is. And you know what's holding you back, and you know where you can go from there. But if our mindset is to not look weak, to not give our 100% because we might not be good enough, that is very self-limiting, and that will hold you back until you face it. Until you face the reality that you might not be good enough, and you give 100%, and guess what? Maybe you are. And then you can thrive. Or maybe you're not. And then you can still thrive, you can still improve, you can still get better. Giving 100% is the only intelligent decision that you can make in every moment and everything that's ever given to you. If you give 100% of your effort and your attitude to everything that you do, yeah, you might come up short in a lot of areas, but not for long. You will soon make tremendous improvements and progress so that you can level up and you can be at the top of your game in everything that you do. In every workout, in every meeting, in everything that you ever do, you can be at the very top of your game. And that is why you should give 100%. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.